Greetings, YouTube Landia.
I mean, it's gonna take a second. So
you connect.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically live now, so.
Alright, I'm gonna turn off the volume of my phone so I can tell
why does it say? Just darn you, YouTube. Whatever. Anyways, things are working.
No viewers yet.
I literally just started the stream like 30 seconds ago.
Oh, yeah, I know. Hey, Yang. Oh, we got some viewers.
Oh, that's nice.
Hello, children. Welcome to the live stream, where the Layman and I are going to debrief you on our time at Liberty City AnimeCon this weekend.
Because we all know you've just been dying to hear from us on that.
Not at all. I'm horrible. Oh, no. So,
yeah.
Let's start off with the beginning. How all stories start off.
Yep. Beginning. Really good place
to
start.
Yes. The story of how a little girl ran over a boy and then shot him.
No, dude, that's Dragonball.
Really?
Yes, really.
I'm back down to 0 viewers.
We'll just keep talking, and if people show up, that's fine. Oh, yeah.
Anyway. So, I guess the real adventure started on Thursday night. You came down via train. Or over, rather, from Connecticut. I don't geography well.
Yeah.
Your side of New Elgand.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, and it's riding a train, surprisingly relaxing experience, all things considered.
Yes. Hung out at my house for a little while. Ate McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. Watched the original Transformers animated movie, which was fun.
The only Transformer movie. The only one.
Of course it was.
It was fun. Then we probably conked out around midnight. Got up 6 a.m. sharp.
Yep.
And made our way down to the train station. You were dressed as your Pokemon trainer.
Yes, I absolutely just cobbled together some excuse about why I wasn't actually in costume.
Exactly. I was Deadpool. That was fun. Every 10 seconds, people were like, "Can I take your picture? Can I take your picture? Can I take your picture?" I'm like, okay, yeah. Oh, it was still really fun.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, you were surprisingly popular as Deadpool on the first day.
Yeah. And you went off and did your own thing. I went off, did my own thing. What did you do while we were separated?
I mostly went to panels because, I mean, well, I was mostly passing the time at panels until the merch shop opened. But actually, let me go get my schedule thingy because I don't remember exactly everything I did.
Yeah, we got in, got our passes. He was the only one with the brains enough to pick up the schedule.
Ooh. Oh, by the way, Hi, I'm back. By the way, we went to the Liberty City Anime Convention in New York City. So, yeah, it was technically my first convention I'd ever been to, and I mostly went because it was like pretty close to home for me.
It's actually a lot nicer than New York Comic Con, especially this year with their one-day passes only gimmick.
Yeah, regular Comic Con is just a whole other thing at this point.
It's a hassle and a half at this point.
Yes. But yeah, so now that I have my con schedule that I made sure to mark down everything I went to. My first stop was was an event called Video Game Jeopardy, which was pretty fun, even if most of the questions I could have answered in my sleep. Although there were a couple that I didn't immediately know the answers to, so there was a couple surprises. That was fun.
That sounds like a...
Yeah, I'm all for a video game version of like Jeopardy. Oh yeah. After that, I went to a panel which I knew absolutely nothing about, but it turned out to be a bunch of people who were, specifically at the time, cosplaying as characters from the new Voltron anime, and they were they were just basically answering questions in character. So that was a thing and a half there. There were many shipping questions.
Meanwhile,
yeah, no. What were you up to during the first 2 hours?
And well, meanwhile, out on the floor, I was just walking around, mainly getting my picture taken, taking other pictures, because my Deadpool unitard does not have pockets. Every time I want to take a picture, I'll have to get my phone out of my bag, and half the time I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm already carrying this heavy thing, and putting it back on with these sword straps on is a pain in the ass.
Very few unitards actually do have pockets. I'd be surprised if yours did.
Yeah. Then when the shops opened.
Yes, then when the shops opened.
At 1:00 p.m. Oh my god. I remember Danny comes up to me, Adam, do you have $5 I could borrow?
No, no, what happened first was I basically tweeted at you, they have things you're specifically looking for, get up here.
That is true. Yes. That is the first thing he did. But I didn't notice that until after I bumped into him at the shops.
Which you should have had your phone on vibrate, man. Or at least a very loud ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all really.
Yeah, and while I was looking around, I came across a little figure at one of the booths there that happened to look like this. And, of course, I needed to buy it. Because, the heck, I'm not gonna. Because the first rule of cons is you buy stuff first before you do anything else, because it's probably gonna sell out if you wait. However,
yeah.
I only brought $50 in cash with me, so I needed to ask him for a small loan of $1 million to actually buy the thing with.
Only $1 million? Well, I'll give you $2 million. Nah, but
no, yeah. Long story short, I have that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be making my own particular debrief video, and I will show that off more there. But, oh yeah, I have other things that I'll show in a bit.
And then I start poking around the Lunar Store booth, and I find this.
Eat the Goku.
Eat the Goku. And I'm sitting there crapping my pants like must have. Then when I show Danny, he's like, they had the same thing for so much cheaper at a booth right like 5 steps away, and I'm like,
yeah. The way the booths were set up was that there was one with like really detailed Figma. There were voice actors at the con. We'll get to that next. But like I was saying, like the booth that Adam bought his figure at was literally white, and they were all super detailed, super expensive figures. Was right next to one where there were less expensive figures of a lot of the same characters. So it's just, I mean, it's his money, so he can do whatever he wants, but still.
The word is, me being the brain dead dingus that I am, didn't notice that right next to me.
I literally pointed it. I'm pretty sure I literally specifically pointed that out to you.
You did, but you probably did. No, yeah, you did. And I disregarded it because I am dingus brain.
Yes, you are.
I live up to my name. And so, voice actors that were there was Quentin Flynn.
Oh yeah, Quentin Flynn, also known as the voice of Raiden from the Metal Gear series, and Axel from Kingdom Hearts, among many other roles.
The Elite Three were there. I got a selfie with no whacking.
We both got selfies with no whacking, but yeah, the Elite Three, aka X-Jerry64X, No Whacking, and One Kids Entertainment were there throughout the first couple days. So that was fun. I went to most of their panels. Who else? Oh yeah. I guess this might as well transition it into this. Also, Team 4-Star alumni and voice actress Megami33 was there. So I actually ran into her when like it was the end of the night and and Adam and I were getting ready to leave the con. Like literally, she stepped right out of the elevator I was waiting for. So I got a picture with her then too. And then the next day I went to one of her panels, which was fun. And also Todd Habercorn, Chuck Huber, and Carrie Savage were there. Those would be the other three names that people would be most likely to recognize. Among many other people who I don't remember all their names. So yeah, it was a fairly good turnout or guest list for this con. Anyway.
And yeah, so I guess that brings us in. Did that bring us into day 2?
Oh no, there's still a bunch of other events.
Right, there was.
Well, at least a bunch of other events that
you attended. I was busy getting my picture taken.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just walked around a lot after the. After I bought the thing, I went to a panel about English translations for anime and what goes into that and the like. It was really cool and informative.
Yes, the con did finish. The last day of it was Sunday.
Yes.
So yesterday.
It was just over the weekend.
Yeah, that's how these things tend to last.
Yep. And after that panel, I mostly walked around a little bit. I stuck my head into one or two other panels. I didn't stay too long though. And then around 6, I headed over to one where it was just they were just watching a couple random goofy episodes of anime, like just random goofy animes, the pilot episode of each series. Good water. So that was pretty fun.
All right, my coffee's all on.
Yeah, and after that one was the panel for Pokemon Bridged, where the Elite Three were, which is where I got my selfie with no hacking. And aside from meeting Megami33 as we were leaving, that was basically the first day of the con. Unless you did anything that I don't know about.
I don't think I really did. I just really walked around that, dangled a cat toy in front of anime cat girls as Deadpool, and...
Oh yes, and of course I took lots of pictures of some of the awesome cosplayers that were there too. Because...
We should just
Because why the heck not?
We should just make a huge compilation of both of our combined pictures.
I'm putting that in my own debrief. Oh,
okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Aside from this postcard here, and I bought those like all on the last day for the record. Yeah, I also Megami was selling like four postcards of like her and the characters that she's done for Team 4-Star and others. And there were actually a few Ruby cosplayers at the con throughout all 3 days. So that was incredibly awesome to see them there. But yeah, she had like she was selling like the one postcard of herself, like one of Bulma from Dragonball, of Serena/Usagi from Sailor Moon, and one of Integra Helsing from Helsing, which Adam, this was what I was telling you about the other day. Of course, you can't. Of course, like my camera's off on Skype, so we can't see this, but.
Well, I can see it because I have the live stream up on my phone.
Well, I'll read it to you because it's probably still kind of hard to see. Like, Corinne was nice enough to sign this one. Dan, F all kinds of duck. Corinne Sodberg, aka Megami33 Integra, which was really super awesome of her.
That is. What's worse is I probably walked past her at least a dozen times, not even knowing it.
Well, if you went to the merch area on the third day, then you probably might have, because she was literally right past the entrance. Don't. Say Lovey.
Now that's into day 2.
Yes. Which leads into
day 2.
Yeah, I have a very You know what? Screw it. I'm putting this over here because then I can actually see it and I don't have to turn away from the camera so often. There we go. So yeah.
Imagine dressed as Ruby. I wish she could do that at LCAC. That is. But day 2.
I mean, she did dress up as Ruby one day or at one time or something, like all the cast dressed up as their characters for one of the cons that the cast of Ruby went to or something. But that's besides the point. Yeah, day 2
we got home on Friday night, ate some fried chicken, watched some Few Adams, and then we both knocked out. Who
reviews Transformers toys on YouTube. He's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
Or pretty cool bloke because he's British.
Exactly. We knocked out. We woke up the next morning. My dad made us breakfast. That was pretty cool.
Which, thank you, Mr. Adam. You're awesome.
Mr. Adam?
Oh. Unless you want me to say his actual name.
Right. Fair enough. My dad made us breakfast. We got on the train.
Yep.
And
back
flipped
to the city.
Back the city, where this time I was dressed as Alucard.
Mm-hmm.
And if I thought people stopped me and took photos of me while dressed as Deadpool, like spontaneously, oh dear, it got even.
Now that you're an actual character from an anime, now they want even more pictures.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god, they're just. I'm like, I love the attention, but please, can I go to the bathroom?
Yes. The curse of cosplayers everywhere. You need to go to the bathroom while taking a million selfies with people. Yeah. Anyways.
But.
Anyway, the first like panel that I went to was actually hosted by Megami33. And she was basically talking about like different types of monster anime, like your Pokemons, Digimons, like basically things where you would either collect or fight different creatures. And that was a pretty cool panel. Turns me on to a amazing pilot for a series called Origami Warriors, which you can find on YouTube. So look it up. You won't be disappointed. Rob Paulsen voices the main character.
I'll have to check them out too.
It's amazingly bad. Y'all will love it.
Amazingly bad?
You ever hear of the anime Dinosaur King?
Oh no. Is it that anime?
It was the worst concept than that. And also kind of a worse execution. But again, you can actually find it on YouTube still, so go check it out. It's only a half-hour pilot episode.
Are you sure it's not intentionally bad?
Yes, I'm sure. Excuse me.
Well, I've watched Monster Musume before, so I think I can handle this. Still haven't finished
Oh, this is a
though.
whole different kind of viewing experience.
Oh,
yes.
No.
Anyways, after that, I actually popped into an acting workshop panel led by Chuck Huber, who was a really funny guy. Big shock, a voice actor knowing how to comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was basically just general acting and stuff, like to I guess help people get over like the initial stage fright of going up and speaking to people. So that was pretty fun. He had a couple panels, like over the 3 days. But that was the only one I really went to.
Fudge, it's a metal rhino. I fail to see the reference you're bringing upon us.
I think that might actually relate to something from Origami Warriors, but honestly, with the show being what it is, I'm not entirely sure if it's the same. But I'll take it on faith that it is. And yeah, after that was the next Elite 3 panel, which was a more general Q&A thing. And yeah, I basically tried to ask at least one question at almost every panel that I went to. So
it was from Origami Warriors.
Okay, yay! I knew it. Honestly, my brain's blocked out most of what was actually said in that by now. So forgive me if I didn't recognize it immediately.
Was that bad?
Well, it wasn't good. I'll put it that way.
Oh dear. So
yeah, general Elite 3 panel. At this one they actually showed off a video for Purple Eyes WTF, who was not actually at the con that day, for a new video of his coming out soon, which, if it hasn't already, keep an eye on his channel. Trust me, y'all are gonna love it. It's basically his signature humor, so if you're a fan of Purple Eyes WTF... What else? I would spoil what it is, but I don't want to, because I'm just that kind of guy. Like, in general, I don't like spoilers, and I don't like to spoil things for people, and also I just... It was supposed to be like a sneak preview for people who are actually at the con, so I want to respect that. But like I said, yeah. Purple Eyes WTF on YouTube. Keep an eye on his channel. There's a new video coming out. And also just watch his old stuff, because that's still funny.
Now,
I'm delicious!
What?
Sorry, I was possessed by Sean Connery Luffy for a second.
Meanwhile, out on the show floor, I actually did buy a pair of cat ears, so I can finally cosplay my mascot. I just gotta fix the wig I was using, which is the same wig I used for Alucard. Because it looks like a rat's nest right now, because the hat did not do it any favors. Also, me cramming it into my backpack didn't do that either. They're gonna all call me a Cosplay Ethan, because when I got home on Sunday, I still haven't picked up my Alucard costume off the floor and hung it up like I should have. I just threw it off and went to bed.
Well, I know what you're doing when we finish the live stream here.
Yeah, probably that. I have to get pregnant.
Yeah. But, yeah, for forgetting Cosplay Heathens for a second. yeah, the next thing I went to after the Elite Three was a panel about a comedy music panel, courtesy of the artists Sam and Bill, who are quite funny but quite raunchy comedy musicians, like in a similar vein to Weird Al, only they mostly do original songs. So like if you thought Weird Al was too tame, you'll probably like these guys. And they also premiered like their first music video for a song off of their Christmas in July album, appropriately titled Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. I swear the holidays come earlier and earlier each year.
Yeah, like the video itself was actually shot all in New York, so it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool to watch. And they're also pretty cool, funny guys. Also, for some reason, the guy behind the Living Tombstone was also at the panel as well. He was sitting right in the front row.
A Living Tombstone was there? Shit.
Yeah, I didn't actually get to talk to him, even though I wanted to, but I actually wanted to get to the next panel after that one. So, priorities. I can only rub elbows with so many internet celebrities.
Well, of course they don't have that. The Dem Titans don't have no anus, Mr. Hassan or Mrs. Hassan. I don't know. I can't tell. I hope it didn't just offend everyone.
You're a person. There we go.
Yes.
You're a human being from terra firma.
There you go. Anyways. Now, meanwhile, I decided I wanted to make a very poor decision.
Oh yes, this.
Meet my new husbands.
Oh hi, most of Adam's savings.
He's getting a review, needless to say.
People, that's what $250 looks like.
272.
With tax, yeah. I forgot they charge tax. Wait.
$272.
Yeah. Yeah, 272 smackaroos. For somebody who needs to be a lot more money conscious in the near future.
Especially because I'm unemployed currently. But something will come along, I'm sure of it.
Yep.
Something
usually does.
We'll be getting reviews on my channel.
Yes. I look forward to that one.
And I look forward to doing those videos. However, I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to do either Goku or Megatron, probably as my mascot, reviewing them. But hey, you never know.
I feel if it's your mascot doing a review, it should be a lot more jokey and not serious. Like I could see you doing fairly straightforward, quote unquote serious reviews for your Masterpiece Megatron and Goku figures. So
yeah, you know.
So if you find like something really really bad or just like really really outlandish or outside of the norm for you, that's what I would have Steve review.
A cat toy.
Review cat toys with Steve. There you go. Found you gimmick. And all right, what else? Oh yeah. After that was a panel by anime voice actor and industry and all-around nice guy from the anime industry, Todd Haberkorn.
Yeah, that I heard was a lot of fun.
It really was a lot of fun.
I didn't go to any of the panels, so if you want to know
you should have come to at least a couple of them, man.
I should have, but I couldn't be fucked enough to.
Well, next year if Todd Haberkorn comes back, you should at least go to his stuff because he's a really funny, genuine guy, and like what actually happened at the panel was he literally called up his mom like live, because the thing was like normally the new Fairy Tail movie is gonna be in select theaters for a short time, so he was hoping his mom would go see that, and when he asked her initially, she was just like kind of halfway dismissive about it, and I'm paraphrasing a lot of this for the record. So when he called her up, he was expecting her to say, "Oh wait, you were serious about that?" Also, by his own admission, his mom is super Asian, but I'm not gonna do an accent for that like he did, because I can't do it justice, and it will just come off as racist.
Yeah.
She was actually on her way to the theater with his brother to go watch the movie. Like,
wow.
Which surprised him, and I'm sure a lot of the other panel or attendees at the panel as well.
That's
and
crazy.
it was a super sweet moment.
That's really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, there was the masquerade.
Oh yeah, the cosplay masquerade ball thing. Yeah, you take it from here, dude.
Now, I went to that. There were a lot of great cosplay there. I myself didn't enter in that because it's really a costume competition. Most of everything on my Alucard costume, I bought at a previous convention. The hat, the coat, the jacket, the vest, the dress shirt, the pants, all of that was bought. The only things the shoes were bought, but at a different time. The glasses, the gloves, also bought online. So what the fuck am I gonna do with that at a competition that's specifically for how good you are at making your own costume? The only things that I made on that were the guns out of Legos, and even still, it's Legos, and the tie from an old t-shirt. Tell me how the person who wins best craftsmanship bought most of her stuff. Well, my cousin, he was dressed as a schoolgirl version of Monokuma from, I forget the actual anime title. Danganronpa. She worked all of that on all of that herself. Everything was done from scratch. Even the skirt was done from scratch.
His cousin is
the boot.
His cousin is a super serious cosplayer, for the record. And having seen the stuff she wore, she's really good at it.
And I was shocked and appalled that she wasn't even a runner-up. It was kind of just ass and bullshit.
Yeah. So yeah.
But it was seeing all the skits and stuff, and the musical numbers, and the cosplay. But at the same time, like, judges, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was apparently not as good as like the rest of the con was, or like other stuff that was going on concurrently to it. Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, asterisk. Something I forgot to mention about Friday was that like they had a room set up like aside for like for video game stuff, people to play video games.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah, like, and one of the events there was a Super Smash Bros. Tournament, which I tried to go to. It was very like slapdash put together. There was some technical difficulties with the equipment and stuff.
It seemed kind of like an.
And yeah, it just wasn't happening as quickly enough to keep my interest held. So I ended up just going off somewhere else.
Yeah.
And which basically led into the panel of watching random anime. But jumping back to Saturday.
But anyway, yeah. My cousin actually put Danny and I up in their. Like, we actually stayed with them for a little while after everything closed down.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
What was it? Her friend who did this really, really freaking awesome. What's Edward Elric's little brother's name?
Alphonse
cosplay. He had the armor. It was made of cardboard. No, not cardboard.
Like, he metal shopped it.
Metal. Where this heavy ass thing. And I'm like, he didn't get anything for this? And he forged all the metal himself? I mean, no, he didn't forge the metal himself. He forged the armor himself. He put it together himself. Yeah. With help from his brother, I think he said.
Yeah.
But the fact still remains, what were you guys doing? But,
yeah. Also, what did the what did the winner wear, or what was the actual costume that the quote unquote winner wore?
I think it was. I didn't even pay attention to like what the character was, but it was like some. It was dressed as like, I guess, a witch version of Pokemon, and all she had made on the costume was just the staff and part of the hat.
Huh.
Everything else was what? And I'm like, guys, seriously. But anyway,
yeah.
The next, there was a rave on Saturday night. I think I went to like the first 10 minutes of that before I just decided, yeah, I'm bored. I'm going back to
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, at least in my opinion, raves are not all they're cracked up to be. Especially if you're not actually on drugs to enjoy them with.
I mean, it was loud, it was very crowded, and I'm like, yeah. So,
yeah. Anyways,
I left. It's not like there was any alcohol there, and not like I would have drank any of it, because I don't drink.
Which, good for you, you'll live healthier that way.
Yeah. And then, so I'm like, I'm fucking off, and off he fucks, so,
yep.
And off I fucks. Back to,
back to the hotel room.
Out the hotel room, yeah. And, which brings us to Sunday.
I had a couple more things that I went to before that point, though.
Oh, yes, you did. Please explain.
Yeah, and so, yeah, next thing I went to, which happened, which started while the masquerade was going on, was a panel of, a bunch of voice actors who actually work on, like, whatever the newest Pokemon series is now, for the English dub of that. They were just reading a bunch of, or reading a couple of, like, old pilots for TV shows. One from the Alf show, and the other one was from a show called Hey Dude. I'll just let your minds simmer on what that one could actually be about. And yes, you can actually buy the complete box set of Hey Dude on the internet.
Hey Dude sounds like a pothead show.
It was made in the 90s, or was supposed to be in the 90s, or something like that.
Back on Extreme.
So that was super fun. And they were all really funny people too. especially the one guy. He was just cracking up every now and then, and like something that the others would do.
Mm.
Yeah. After that, what was the third panel that the Elite 3 did out of 4 that I went to, which was basically just in general about internet voice acting and stuff. Oh no, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff like on the con's official site that are like really cool stuff. Like, I'll definitely have some of my own pictures in my video, and if Adam wants to, he can make a video with the pictures he took, or he'll share them on social media, whichever one's easier for you.
I might provide it on if I have the time, because I still have to work out the details with my college.
Oh yeah, that's happening soon, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention something I did when I ran into the Elite 3.
Oh yes, tell me your story.
They were doing signings, like signing autographs and stuff. I got a selfie with nail whacking. And I walked up to her, and I'm wearing the Alucard costume, and because she voices a British police girl, went, "Police girl, do you have the target?" Then we went through like the whole back and forth thing, ending with, "Yeah, I took the big shot. She's dead. There's blood everywhere." And, "Oh, you are just a treat." She was a total sweetheart, real nice.
Yeah. they're all
yeah.
nice people, generally. Not that Mike, aka One Kids, can't get mad, but they're all generally nice and cordial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was at that panel. There's a lot of actually really good questions asked there. And a lot of stuff I'm gonna try to apply to my own very amateur internet voice acting career, which is basically nothing at the moment. But I hope to change that soon. And yeah, after that was a couple things I also wanted to go to, but I also wanted sleep. So that's when I headed back to our hotel room. Ended up staying awake until at least 3 in the morning.
Same.
So that was a fun night.
We hung out for a bit and knocked out.
Yep.
For a bit.
You still need to watch the rest of Kubo and the Two Strings, by the way. Next time you come my way, we're watching that movie.
Yeah, I believe you. So then, Sunday.
Yes.
I woke up.
Sunday.
I woke up before everyone, and I'm like, well, the shower's free. Might as well just use that to my advantage. Got up, took a shower, and instead of what I was gonna do, I was just gonna dress as my mascot for the duration of the day. I decided, nah, no one's gonna recognize me yet, so Alucard again, I guess.
You know, someone probably would have thought you were from like the anime Loveless or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they have a bunch of people with cat ears in that one.
Yeah.
That's all I know about that show, for the record.
Yeah. So I went down, walked around a bit, and oh dear, I shot my fucking throat.
Sunday fun day indeed.
There was one time where I stood up on the balcony, well, a few times actually, and did the whole "I am the bird of Hermes is my name, eating my own wings to keep myself tame."
Oh yeah, speaking of which, on Saturday when we were going into the convention,
yes,
yeah, we actually tried to reenact the scene from Hellsing Ultimate Abridged episode 4, where Alucard bursts into the royal meeting room. That scene, about the reaction I expected, which was nobody was there, nobody commented on it at all.
Which is why we should have, in hindsight, we really should have done that later in the day.
Yeah, but whatever. Anyways.
Well, no one commented really on it at all during the actual scene, so it's not like it makes much of a difference.
Eh.
They just sort of stared at him awkwardly.
But yeah, and anyways, yeah. First thing I did on Sunday was there was a panel for basically talking about like 80s cartoons, and 80s cartoons are one of the most awesome things in the world because the 80s were awesome.
Of course they were.
You would not believe there were actually some cartoons that they talked about that I didn't even know were cartoons. Did you know that there was a Mr. Potato Head cartoon?
No, actually, I didn't.
There was a Mr. Potato Head cartoon.
There was a Mr. Potato Head cartoon. That sounds awesome.
Along with a lot more mainstream stuff like Thundercats, Transformers, G.I. Joe, He-Man, and other stuff that you'd expect to actually hear about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and yeah, after that was a panel where the guy was talking about basically a bunch of different like moments from anime that he considered really inspirational, and there were actually some pretty good examples. You should have done the Hellsing intro thing during the Masquerade Ball, apparently.
During the Masquerade Ball, yeah, it wasn't really a dance. I don't know why they called it Masquerade. It was just like a cosplay competition. That was it.
Yeah.
There was a ball, but that was on Friday when we didn't have a hotel room. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah. Anyways,
we were able to attend that because trains.
Mm-hmm.
However, the rave. Well, I wasn't gonna put my Alucard costume on again because I was literally just a ball of sweat. That costume still is a ball of sweat, and I need, like I said, I need to take that to the cleaners.
Yeah.
Do not wear a long red coat in the city in the summer.
When
Words
it's humid.
are wise. When it's humid. Oh my god. The train station on Saturday morning, and I was dying after like 10 minutes of being outside.
Yeah. Anyways, what else? Yeah, after that I basically wandered around for like the next little bit, just seeing what else was there. That was actually when I went up to the merch area and got the postcards from Megami 33. And yeah, and by that point all the Ruby I didn't see any of the Ruby figures from before. They were probably sold out by then, so I'm glad I got mine when I did. Because the heck, I was gonna let time go by and me not get that before somebody else. Because, dang it, everybody always gets the best Ruby merchandise before I have a chance to.
You're kind of cursed in that regard, Danny. But
yeah, and after that I went to another panel by the same guy. It was basically just his personal top 10 funniest moments that he likes from anime, and that was alright. In my opinion, it was kind of a weak list, but again, no accounting for personal taste. So, and everybody seems to have enjoyed that panel, so it was fun for what it was.
Yeah. What else happened?
Not gonna talk smack about the guy because I barely know him.
Yeah.
He's just not my taste, I guess.
What was it? I think that was it, really. Well, for me, really, because I just walked around and had people take my picture on Sunday.
Yeah, that was about the last interesting thing that I did before we ended up leaving.
All right, so
at which point I headed back down to New Elgin and he headed back to his home.
Yeah, we got on separate trains because it was actually easier for us that way.
Mm-hmm.
At least on my end. I don't know about you. I mean, like, your first train went straight to one part of New Elgin and then to the other.
Yeah, it was express to one stop, and then it stopped at every other station after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got home easily enough.
And I remember I got home, took off the costume, took a shower, and then just dropped into bed.
Yeah.
What did you as layman? Yes, that.
Pretty much the same. Basically, just get my stuff unpacked, take a quick shower because, yeah, obvious, and just try to catch up on all the videos I missed over the weekend.
Yeah. And so, someone asked you what did you cosplay as, Danny?
I cosplayed as absolutely nothing because I'm dirt poor and can't really afford to get into the cosplay business. Like, I'm trying to get my computer and my video game and Twitch stuff and YouTube stuff going. Like, that's as much as I can afford at this point. The only reason I was able to afford to buy anything at the con was because I actually got a relatively big paycheck last, so I had some money for that. I said I was a Pokemon trainer the first day, and I had carried around a little Pokeball just because you don't really need an elaborate costume for that.
Yeah, just random Pokemon trainer.
Yes. Unfortunately, I was not able to catch any of the cosplayers.
Bad face. What? I forgot to mention. Nardio. This segues into the second to last part of our little cosplay journey before we end tonight. But shoutouts.
Yes.
Nardio They interviewed me this year. They did interview me last year at LCAC when I was Walter C. Donez. But something happened with that video. It didn't get, like, actually... I think the footage got corrupted or something. I don't remember the exact reason.
Which, more sad face.
I switched it up a bit, actually. The Deadpool you see for the Friday photos of LCAC, that was me. And for the rest of the con, I was just Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate. But that's actually what Nardio interviewed me about, my Alucard cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
And expect to see that if you follow them at nardio.net or on Facebook at Nardio or YouTube channel Nardio. And Chibi Major, check her out. She was awesome. She was dressed as Walter and Stocking. I forget the name of the third cosplay she was doing, but she was pretty cool. She does Hellsing based videos a lot of the time, but they're still pretty cool. So go check her out.
Yeah, she was pretty cool.
I ran into her a few times. She was Yoko from Gurren Lagann. I forget the second character she cosplayed, but it was from Soul Eater. Maka, I think.
Yeah, it was Maka that you're thinking of.
In the third day, she was Mocha from Rosario plus Vampire. And we took a couple photos together, so that was fun.
Cool.
Yep. Check her out. Who else? Am I forgetting anyone? I'm sorry if I am. Joyce Cookie. She took a few photos of me dressed as Deadpool and Alucard. Check her out too. She's pretty cool.
Nice.
And I think that's it. If I forget anyone, I'm so sorry.
Yep. And absolutely check out the Elite 3 on YouTube or any of their personal channels, as well as Megami 33 and yours and mine patron Moscow X, because I kind of work for him, sort of slightly. He wasn't at the con, but again, I'm just general repping Team 4-Star here. At least the people who aren't directly associated with the main Team 4-Star channel.
Senpai Cosplay, check him out. My friend Jared, he's pretty cool too. Check him out as well.
All right, and
so let's end this in typical LFL fashion. What have we learned today?
We've learned to never actually compete at anything because the judging is always biased.
Exactly.
Also, I can't stress this enough. If you want to get in, if you want to get con swag, buy it on the first day or else it will disappear.
Except if not all the time. If you buy it on Sunday, a lot of times the booths will just, instead of wanting to pack it up, they'll want to get rid of it so that it's less to carry. They'll sell it cheaper.
Yeah, usually, but all the good stuff is usually on the first day. And you always want the good stuff first.
Yes.
And also
exactly.
And also be nice to any of the guests or panelists you go to see, because they really are nice people, and they deserve all the support you can give them. Especially Megami 33. She was just the sweetest thing in person.
I'll take your word for it because I didn't get to meet her. But
yeah. You have anything to add?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay then. I guess that's it. That's it. So
we hope to do more live streams, Hassan.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if we can get more people interested in the channel to watch them, because Adam and I love doing the normal Let's Finding Love things, and I enjoy doing live stream type stuff as well. So, like, I'd absolutely be kind to doing more of these in the future.
Yes. So we will see all you dudes next time.
Yep.
And we love you guys. Bye.
Watch the new episode of Let's Finding Love this weekend.
And subscribe to us.
Also that.
And subscribe to our personal channels, that
Those
being
two.
The Layman, ADAMska 122. Bye.